myself.
I feel good about myself.
I feel good about the people around me.
I feel good about the people around me.
I feel goodness all around me.
I feel goodness all around me.
And it will follow me for the rest of my life.
And it will follow me for the rest of my life.
Cause I walk with good.
Cause I walk with good.
And I talk with good.
And I talk with good.
And I am good.
And I am good.
And that feels real good.
And that feels real good.
Good, better, best.
Good, better, best.
Never let it rest.
Never let it rest.
Until your good is your better.
And your good is your better.
And your better is your best.
And your better is your best.
Black people.
Black people.
You were once great.
You were once great.
You shall be great again.
You shall be great again.
Lose not faith.
Lose not faith.
Lose not courage.
Lose not courage.
Go forward.
Go forward.
Uplift the race.
Uplift the race.
Harambe.
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 This is my history. I was never born in slavery. When I speak, I mean, I am therefore we are a people whose legacy transcends 400 years of European captivity. This is my history, rooted in African spirituality, preaching and teaching to love the original self, respect nature, ancestor veneration, seek the righteous path to knowledge, wisdom and understanding of life and death, because we live forever. As long as our children speak about our African legacy, this is my history. From Amenhotep to Malcolm X, from Hatshepsut to Assata Shakur, from the Orisha to Kwanzaa, from Cairo to the Cape, from Cuba to Trinidad and Tobago, from Asia to Australia, from the beginning of time to infinity. This is my history. Nubian, Kemitian, Ashanti, Wolof, Hausa, Yoruba, Zulu, African people, black people, my people, our people. Now when I speak of black, I mean color, culture, and spiritual consciousness. To know that self-knowledge is key to our liberty in this war against Euro-American South African brutality. This is my history. This is my history. Them say what is to be must be. Life is but a continuous cycle. But now I speak, we write in foreign tongues because they came, they saw, they conquer. Genocide I was mine. Life in them they stole relax. Kidnap was sold for pieces of gold. Raised my mother, behead my father, castrate my brother, lost for my sister. This is my history. Victims of European pirates of the 7 seas who came in
Open up these black lines. Get it poppin'. Well, family, we have gathered again. I need to remind you that you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hatim, and of course, this is Tribal Quotes, because it's Ujamaa. Is it Ujamaa? It's Ujamaa already. And you know it's a Heart of a Simple production. All day, every day. All day, every day. All day, every day. Well, we strive to blow up your old paradigms. I don't know what is going on with my damn page. Facebook done made some changes. Okay, all right. It look like I'm back to normal now. So we gonna jump off. We're gonna jump off this tribal quotes today. Before we get into the quotes, I wanna share something with y'all. Right. Before we get into the quotes today, I want to share something with you because I have to find ways or methods to kind of describe the system of Gye-Nyame, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Because in doing all this work and all this podcasting and all this talking and stuff, right? I need y'all to know there's a method to the madness. Now, in Gye-Nyame, we used Nguzo Saba, of course, one of the principal systems, but the major one that we use is Nguzo Saba. We got other ones, but Nguzo Saba is the major one. And in how we use it, we call it the player's pyramid, or it's just a pyramid. We're building a pyramid. So for each project, there's 7 layers that need to be completed. Was that 7? 7 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? And when you start building your pyramid, when you start building this step pyramid, or however you want to build your pyramid, you don't start at the top, you start at the bottom. All right? So when we look into Nguzo Saba, the bottom of the Nguzo Saba, right? You go and, kind of describe, you can look at that yourself. So before we get into it, I want to share something with you. So I'm constantly looking for examples for the principles. And I tell people, when you find them, post them up, put Gye-Nyame Journey, you know what I'm saying? You could hashtag GNJ.media or, you know what I'm saying? Just let us know that you're posting up the principles, right? Because, it's certain things that I feel we need to look at so that we can constantly focus on our principles. So I found a little clip, and I shared it on my timeline, but it's no longer on my timeline. I don't know, maybe it got taken down, but I don't care. I'm going to find it, and I'm going to share it because I want to describe, because oftentimes one of the reasons sports are so powerful because sports take these complicated, it ain't even complicated, take these ideas and it moves it and put it in a way to where you can see it. You don't have to wait for years for the results. Well, the athlete does, especially performing at a higher level, but you can see the principles right away. So let me find what I'm looking for, and then we'll get into the proverb. Hold on. This don't make no sense because I saved it, you know. So now I got to go. Oh, I know where to find it. I know exactly where to find it. Hold on. Now I don't want that one. I have to go here first. Pause it. And then, if they have it, nope. So I'm going to have to go, I have to switch out my accounts. See, this is ridiculous, right? So, and it's more my fault because, like, you know, because I wanted to get this ready, but I walked in the house and my girls were sitting on the couch and they said they wanted to go for, a walk. So we got up and we went out into the woods, you know, and so it kind of, you know, so that's the reason that I'm late. So, let me go on and find what I'm looking for. YouTube ain't trying to cooperate with me right now, but that's cool. So we're going to keep on moving. And all I got to do is go into my history. I'm going to go into my history. I know I saved it. Now YouTube is moving slow. This is how it goes. So I edit all this out because I'm saving all of this. I'm recording this because I want to illustrate the power of our principles. This don't make no damn sense, YouTube. Make no sense. Oh my God. Let me go to my channel. Good grief. So usually it takes me straight to YouTube and it's easy for me to navigate. But of course, because I have an audience of how many ever, you know, and it don't got to be a lot. Shouts out to my Margarita. I see you out there. They're going to play my video now. I don't want to play my video now. I want to go to my history. What in the hell is going on? Take me home. Good God. YouTube playing games, right? But hey, you know I'm about to crack your head. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to crack some heads real quick. Hold on. History. There we go, right there. All right. Let me pause it. I'm going to mute it because I don't want the issues with the music. We're going to mute it. And we're going to bring it up. All right. All right, so I found this, you know, perusing through the internet spaces, the webs as you have it. And, you know, once again, I want to use the player's pyramid, the Nguza Saba, to show you something. I want to show you that your principles are always active. All right. So let me go on to the news. All right. So what you see on your screen is two powerful black men that have decided to fight in the UFC. Both of them have, you know, I don't really follow the fight game, but I saw this. I was amazed. This is Francis Ngannou and Jairzinho Rozenstruik. All right. Now, I want to walk you through this. I want you to see this, and I want to walk through this with you, right? Because this is all of our principles, right? So first off, right here, we have Francis Ngannou. And I must admit, when I first saw this video, I thought he was going to get knocked out. Now, we're going to let it go through. All right, here we go. And I'm going to illustrate. So first off, talking about our principles. First things here is, I want you to look at the look on his face. He is committed. He is focused. Right? He gonna make something happen. Now, in order to be able to be in that state of mind, you have to, family, listen to me, you have to have faith in yourself. First principle, faith in himself. He's committed. Why? Because he got faith in himself. What built up this faith? The practice, the constant practice, the constant training, preparing himself. Now, just because this dude is getting knocked out, because I'm gonna do this from two angles, right? This dude committed too, right? He's just moving backwards right now, right? But go and check it out. Boom. Committed. That's Imani. Boom. All right, he missed. Right? Not denied. Next principle that pop up is creativity. And sometime with Kuumba, sometime you don't have to get fancy. Pow! Hold on. His creativity kicks in. Hold on. Homeboy, let's, oh, boom. Now. So, creativity took the blow. He got faith in himself. He coming through. Wide open. He wide open. He's going for broke. Right? Purpose. Moving to purpose. Once you have faith in yourself, it energizes the principle of Kuumba. Kuumba is creativity. Creativity is coming through. Sometimes that don't mean that it has to be super complicated. It has to be simple. I'm trying to get to my goal. What's my goal? I want to win. In his case, I want to win. Here it comes. All right. Okay. Oh, okay. So he going to try to get him with that. Oh, man. And he missed. And whoa, man, right? That's how life is, right? Sometimes we get it. Sometimes we don't. This is the second one that missed. Damn. Should he give up? Creativity. Moved into purpose. Rededicate yourself to your purpose and keep moving. Hold on. Pow! You run into life. Oh, and he missed. Oh, damn. You know, but some of y'all will give up right here. But what he has to call up his Ujamaa, right? This is those internal resources. I'm focused, right? I'm on purpose. I'm moving in. Okay, I had to take a blow. Oh, this is the third blow I had to take. Oh, man. But I'm moving in. I'm pulling my internal resources, right? Now I'm moving into Ujamaa, right? My collective worker responsibility. You say, well, Brother Hatim, it's only one person. Remember, we got 5 parts of being. He got to pull all these together. Like I tell you, got the 5 parts of being. Intuition, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. We tie them all together, and we can knock out anything, right? But hold on. He's coming. And here it comes. Boom. Through self-determination and kept going. Let's see what happens. Bah! Oh, hit the mark. He hit the mark. He hit the mark. Right? He kept going. Now it all comes together. It all came together. Unity, umoja. Walked all through all 7 other principles. Let's see what happens. Your whole self is involved in it. I'm coming again. I'm trying to get another one. Damn, I missed him. But I'm going to get him with that one. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Not to take nothing from this other dude, because I want y'all to understand, these are 2 professionals, right? My man just came. He came with it, right? He came with it. Now, because I could go on and reverse this whole thing and walk you through, because a lot of times what a lot of us want, we only want victory, right? We only want to win. We don't want to fight. In this battle that we are in with life, with the oppressor, with becoming the best in who we are, becoming the best, right? Sometime we're going to get knocked down. So let's go and take it from the other end. I want to take it from the other end. So this video going to continue. Boom. Oh, boy, he pulled it all together, but oh, damn. All right. So we coming from another angle. All right, now, I want you to watch brother right here, right? Excellent fighter, too. You can see it, right? He just got caught. This is you sometime. Sometime you on the winning side, sometime you on the losing side. But let's see how the principles work. Even when it appears that I'm losing. All right. Boom, I block. Faith, I know what I'm doing. Right? I might got a little bit of doubt. It might look like, okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? But I got faith in myself. I can handle this. I can handle this situation. Boom. All right. Boom. Block, got the feint. Boom. He missed with that one. All right. Boom. Creativity. I can't hit him straight because I'm on my back. So I got to use my creativity and I'm coming through. Bam. God damn it. All right, cool. More creativity. Now I'm on purpose. I got to slow him down. I got to slow life down. Life is coming at me hard. I got to slow him down. I got to do what I can. Boom, front kick. Oh, damn, that looked like it hurt. Right? Uh-oh. But life's still coming at me. It's still coming at me. You know, do I need to give up? Oh, no. Oh, whoa. Life almost hit me. Boom, I got to get my collective resources. Ujamaa. Right? Collect myself. I got to collect myself. Right? Boom, I got to get all 5 parts of my being to work together. Because here it comes. Something else is coming. Oh, boom, and he missed. Okay, cool. Boom, and I got him. All right, so now I still got to go back. I got to regroup. I got to regroup. Self-determination. Self-determination. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, shit. I got hit by life. Right? Self-determination. Oh, I might falter a little bit. I'm faltering a little bit. And I'm already going back. Oh, shit. All right, it's not going to come together for me this time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, damn. Damn, life knocked the hell out of me. But you know what? Life is not a bitch. Life is going to give me a rematch. You know what I'm saying? We had 2 consummate professionals here, right? From both sides of the field, we could look and see our principles at work. Because sometimes it all comes together. Sometimes it falls apart. But we got to continue to practice our principles, right? Because that's what makes us strong. That's what makes us powerful. That's what makes us great. All right? All right? Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose. But we have to prepare ourselves. And we have to be able to stand on our principles, right? And sometimes we get caught on that back foot, right? Because he did as much damage to himself when he hit that fence because he was already going back, right? As when, So, but anyway, let's get into the proverb. Let's get into the proverbs of the day. Lines are open. Black line is open. Black line is open. Gonna open up those black lines. All right, I thought I opened it up, but it looked like it closed down. What happened? Closed down on me. Why you closed down, black line? We ain't paid the bill? Gye-Nyame, y'all ain't paid the bill? Gye-Nyame supposed to be paying that bill. What the hell happened? What's going on here? Right? Now, so the proverbs of the day, I'm gonna read through them. I lost track. So now, with the African openness to the Tree of Life, Sister Tara House has put together an African Deep Thought workbook, excellent workbook, so that you could go on and work through the principles and do some real wisdom mining, because these principles got some family, the ones we're going to hit on today. So now, I'm going to start. The child seen as material cannot be raised, said the knowledge holders. That's Proverb 1. The child seen as material is denied life, say the knowledge holders. And the last one, mastery puts the harness to energy. Mastery puts value to energy. I can even fit this in with the fight scene that we saw. But hold on. The child seen as material cannot be raised. The child seen as material cannot be raised. Once again, Black Line is open. Let me make sure y'all get that, just in case somebody out there that might want to comment. You know what I'm saying? I want to be on the proverb. You know what I'm saying? Connected. The child seen as material cannot be raised. Right? This is a family. I want y'all to think about this. This is pertinent. Damn. Push the wrong damn button. Push the wrong damn button. I'm sorry, family. I pushed the wrong button. God damn it. Excuse my language. I was just trying to stop the recording. I stopped the recording all right. So hopefully those that fell off will catch back up with us. Black Line is open, 614-556-4535. If you are on Spreaker, did not lose you. But if you was on YouTube, Facebook, or anything else, I lost you. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. So, get into the proverb. The child seen as material cannot be raised. Does that sound like it's applicable today? Does that proverb hit on anything that we're dealing with in the world today? The child seen as material cannot be raised. Right? The child seen as an object cannot be raised. My child. Care about nobody else's child. My child. This is my child. My thing. My child. My possession. Children are energy that belong to the community. Well, yeah, they chose us to come through. But they belong to something larger, and that something larger will allow you to take the proper perspective in being able to raise and harness and guide their energy. Energy, just by itself out there, can be very dangerous. Just like you walk into some dry woods and you drop some energy, like fire, to burn up the goddamn woods. But you take that same fire, you put it in a fireplace, and you'll be able to harness the heat to warm your house. Use it as a flame in a gas furnace, and you're able to harness it to warm up the house. Part of the success of human culture has been us understanding how to harness energy. Uh-oh. Is that my big sis? What is going on? Huh? Children are vessels that we need to pour into. They are not objects. They are our treasure. Straight energy, family. Straight energy. And what we have to do is we have to mold and shape and guide that energy. We got to set up, better yet, we got to set up the mechanisms that are able to harness that energy. Right? Set up the turbines to the children to get them moving and working and flowing within our community. Flowing to serve the community. When you look at them as objects, when you look at them as material and material only, you know what I'm saying? You want the material to look pretty. You know what I'm saying? You want the material to have the best things. You want to treat, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays we got a habit of treating our children like our pets. They are pets, right? They're not our ancestors returning. See, because in a lot of our traditions, that's basically what that was. It's the cycle of life continue. That's your ancestors returning. That could be your great-grandfather, your great-grandmother that you're looking at. But no, it becomes yours. And it becomes yours to do with what you want until they started recognizing their own energy and they start rebelling. You don't find it strange that it's in these Western societies where you have the rebellious youth. Where was that shit in our traditional culture? By the time a child got old enough to do this rebellious shit, they was already being introduced to the process of mastery, which we're gonna get to in a second, because that's part of this whole piece, because this is where these proverbs is leading us into. Children are to be provided with the lure to mastery. Now, check this out. That lure to mastery helps harness that energy. It helps burn up some of that extra energy they got, and it guides it into something that they could build and develop for our community, for ourselves, and for the world. But what we do is we want to contain the energy. We don't want to harness the energy. We want to mold and shape it as if we created them. They just came through us. They're not ours. They're not ours. They belong to the community. They belong to the universe. They belong to the tribe. They belong to the family. And all of us need to have a hand in raising. This is one of the reasons, like, I don't want to do it all the time, but this is why I work in the field that I work. I kind of like working with adults, because I never believed, after working with young people for a very long time, I came to the conclusion that it's not our children that are sick. Diamonds begin as coal. The coal has to be burned to reveal the gem. It takes work with rebellion to raise children. Damn right. You know what I'm saying? I came to the conclusion a long time ago that the issue in our community is not the children. When we see the children acting out, it's because of us. It's because of something that we are not doing, or something that we are not allowing to come out of our children. See, because in our children, what we have to be able to find is to plug them into where they can start pursuing some form of mastery. Right? And we can't make it boring. God damn, some of us, we want our children to sit still for 8 hours. Oh, they got to be able to sit still. You want to take a bundle of energy and sit their ass down all day long, and then, you know what I'm saying, when you have a few of them that refuse to sit down, it's like, hey, they got a problem. They can't sit still. I do it too. You know what I'm saying? I do it too. I'm guilty. But we have to really start changing our psychology when it comes to us dealing with our people, especially our young people, especially when we are trying to deal with them from another culture. It's almost like we're trying to take a round peg and force it into a square hole. Some of us are malleable and we able to get through it. But others is like, they're rigid. They're like, this shit just don't fit. It just don't fit. I don't fit. I don't get the way that we're learning. You know what I'm saying? I need to touch stuff, right? I need to see you doing it. I need to feel assured that you are a master of what you are doing. I need to have some form of relationship with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you know. I want to know what you feel about me. I don't feel comfortable with you. I don't feel that you have invested anything in me that I even need to desire to get it from you. Our children are seeking relationships, and those relationships lead them to mastery. This is why our young people are able to be pulled off by other people, because these other people take the time with them, create things for them, so that they can feel useful. So they can find ways of mastery, even if it's in fuckery. Your children will find mastery. Trust me. Regardless of what you think. You might not like what they're mastering, but they find things to become masters at. I mean, even because I look at my son, I be like, damn, you playing these damn games. And I have to find a way, is there something game-like that I could get him into? What is it that the games do? What is it that some of the stuff that because like this, my son's generation is a lot different than his older brothers, right? They used to get involved in all types of fuckery, and I'd be like, damn. All right, so how can I shape and mold that rather than judge them, get an understanding? And what I started noticing was that our children, all of my kids were seeking some form of mastery, seeking something that they could do that can bring something to them. Right? So when we look at what they call gang banging, we look at dope dealing, these things give our young people immediate gratification, immediate rewards. I do A, B, and C, I get D, E, and F. And I don't get it on a piece of paper. I get it in something useful that I could use in my life. They can master the streets, or they can master themselves, thereby putting themselves in a position to get more or to be more. And we have to make that appealing. We have to find ways to make that appealing. And I know, because a lot of times we go straight to money, but if we look at the life that a lot of our kids are living, a lot of them ain't making no money with the lifestyles that they think they want to get. No, they get a sense of belonging. They get a sense of accomplishment. They get a sense of relationship with other individuals. But many of us, because we are in the system, we are not allowed to really develop the relationships that we need so that we can say some of the things that we need to say to some of these young people without putting ourselves in jeopardy. Those of you that work with young people understand what I'm saying. It's certain things that you can't say, even if it's true. Because if they take it wrong and they run out and they tell their mama, and their mama already upset with the whatever, with their life, so they want to bring you drama. Right? Because you told, you was honest with them. That's some bullshit. Sit your ass down. You'd be like, oh, you don't need to talk to children like that. Okay. Come mess with some of the ones I mess with. Sometimes that's the only thing they hear. It's energy. Can you guide it? Are you an expert? Are you a master at guiding this energy? Not only can you get up on a board and write a problem or open a book and be able to pronounce the words, can you bring it to life so that you could grab their focus? Can you apply it to real life stuff so that they can get some immediate benefits from it? If you're a master teacher, you could teach them the quadratic equation and show them how it equates to life. And you could get them to feel some type of adventure, some type of excitement in being able to do that, and then get them to understand how they are able to use it in life. Same thing with any of these books that's written. But we don't do that. You know why? Because the children are objects. They're robots. They're machines that we have to go on and put the right program in, rather than take the time and learn the language that they speak. We want to put the basic language in them when they might be using a whole nother computer script. So we want to force them to use it. They might run on electricity. We want to put gas in them. My fault. Our school system is over 100 years old, so we don't even put gas in them. We're still using coal. The system that we use is still pumping coal into the children, when they burning a whole nother energy source at this point in time. Children are sponges. Let's give them good shit to soak up. That's what we got to do. And shit that's useful. Shit that they could see is useful in their life. Because when they find that type of stuff, that's when they start really seeking mastery. Our ancestors say we got to give the children lures. A lure. A lure is a trick. A lure is something that attracts things to something. We got to lure them. And many of us don't want to lure. What we want to do is we want to herd them like they sheep. We want to force them like they slaves, perhaps. All right, let's move to the next one. Lines are open, 614-556-4535. Children seen as material. Now check this out. This is the second one. Children seen as material are denied life. Children seen as material are denied life. This is coming from the African Openness to the Tree of Life. African Openness to Tree of Life. I told y'all years ago to get the book. Right now, they might be selling this damn book for $1,500. And I got my stash. Well, I'm gonna get my stash. Somebody holding out on me, but I'm trying to get me 10 books. Put them up for posterity. But anyway, family, I want y'all to think about this. Children treated as material. Children raised as material are denied life. Could it be that the way we are raising our children, because of the influences of the world, and we have moved away from our culture, and the way that we are forced to educate our children, could it be that we're creating zombies? Uh-oh. Might be stepping on some toes right now. We're not giving them truth. Well, I'll take that back. Most. We're not giving them truth. Because I'm telling you right now, if we was giving them truth, we wouldn't have half the issues that we're having. If we was dealing with truth and dealing with these young people where they are, we wouldn't be having half the issues. Could it be that we're denying them life? And some of the rebellion that we are having is because these children are demanding their rights as human beings to exist and to be seen and to be loved and to be allowed to live a life. You know, during the pandemic, and I may get in trouble for this, during the pandemic, the biggest issue, because I'm going to say this, the biggest issue for a lot of people was not the children's grades until the final weeks before grades are due, like these last 3 or 4 weeks. Grades were never issued. The biggest concern for education was, where are we going to put these kids? For many people, the reality of what school has became very apparent with this thing that hit us. What is it, Brother Artyom? It's a warehouse where we store material. Material that is being matured and basically grown for the marketplace to either fill in positions or to be burned up in the prisons as cheap labor. My sister said, COVID ain't changed nothing for these suffering communities that relate to education. The breakdown started I agree. But what COVID did, it accelerated the issues. It made them stand out. It made them stand out. You know what I'm saying? For at least those that was never looking for them. You know, a majority of people just don't be looking for shit, Janice. I hate to say that. You know what I'm saying? A majority of our people was missing it, or even just didn't care. They just didn't care. You just gonna go to school and you gonna sit down and you learn something. Learn what? For what? Ain't nobody talking to me. Ain't nobody talking real life there. What? Shit. Sitting up here. This the last bowl of Frosted Flakes. I might not eat until the first. What is you talking about? I'm going to get the lunch and I'm going to be in a place where I might be able to have a little bit of peace for a little while. But anyway, we'll move past that one. I ain't gonna hold you up too long. Last one. Now, we went through the children and we moved to this one. Mastery puts the harness to energy. Mastery puts value to energy, said the knowledge holders. Mastery puts the harness to energy. When you look at children as energy, as spirit, right? And you master your skills, you not only are able to help guide them, you're able to inspire them. Have you ever seen a teacher that was so good that the child might have not learned anything, might have not understood a word that was coming out that teacher's mouth, but the teacher's engagement and the teacher's love for what they did and the teacher's mastery over the stuff that they were talking about and the excitement of getting into it inspired that child to sit there until they learned it? I do a learning lesson for y'all every day, showing you that if you sit around something long enough and you want to learn it, you will. When I sit up here and I go through all these names, y'all seen me struggle over years to try to memorize this list. I almost got the whole damn list. Just sitting here by just saying the names. You can learn by osmosis, right? But we got our children like material because you're supposed to grow. Because I want you to think about how the grading system moves. We group them together by age, and they're supposed to stay in the age group, just like sheep or just like the crops that grow. We put them in these groups, and we don't acknowledge their learning levels for real. All we try to do is many of us are forced to try to prepare our children for shit that they will never be ready for because they haven't had the time to really acclimate themselves to where they are, and we want to move them year by year, and they only got 12 years to accomplish it when it might take some of them 17 years. Or it might take them 5. But we got to push them through. Like they robots. Here's the 5th grade curriculum. Let me push it in the back of your head, and you're supposed to be able to move to the 6th. No, what if it took me longer? See, a lot of people don't even realize, like when I was young, when I was in school, one of the things that inspired me was that we had a class where we had to go and we had to pick books and we had to read. I picked up a book about Albert Einstein. Suppose he's a genius. And I'm reading about Albert Einstein, and I learned in the 5th grade, might have been 4th grade, that Albert Einstein couldn't tie his shoes till he was 9 years old. The motherfucker barely could talk. But somehow, this idiot, and I'm saying this idiot became a genius because people took time with him and people allowed him to develop at his own rate. And because he was allowed to be developed at his own rate and get what he needed to get, and somebody showed interest and developed a relationship with him, he was able to come up with the concept of E equal MC squared. They didn't punish him because he was an imaginative child. They somehow in the system, they allowed that to be used, and being able to use that, he was able to make it all the way up to the level he was. And Einstein would say himself, he was okay at math. He wasn't even good at math. Not at the level of other people that was doing the same thing. But he was put in an environment where he was able to not be seen as a piece of material, but to be seen as potential, to be seen as energy, and to be guided and be allowed and given the Lord of mastery. And look what was produced. And this was all done within his culture. How many Einsteins? How many Imhoteps are we forcing through? Because we're trying to get our children to fit in some shit that never fit us. It didn't fit you. It never fitted me, but we was able to adjust. And some of our kids are not able to adjust, and because we're rushing them through it. And we are not putting them with professionals. We're not putting them with people who care, with people who know what they're doing. I have seen children turned around because they were put with master teachers. And that master teacher was not only able to make sure that child was able to do what they came in that classroom to do, but change this child's behavior. Because you put a master with energy, a master at molding and guiding energy. And it was able to demonstrate not only their love for it, but they was able to transfer that love to that young person and bring that child to a level of proficiency. And we come up with all these false labels because I have a real problem when I'm sitting in school and we're talking about third graders and people talk about mastery of skills. Mastery is something that take years. We need to be talking about we need to change the terms. Because we're playing games. We're playing games with ourselves. Talking to make ourselves feel good. Because we was able to get a child to pass a corny ass test. But they have no social skills. You know why? Because the teachers don't got time to talk to them about what's going on in the world. Because we got to get them ready for this test. We can't talk about solving problems in our community and put a master teacher in there to show the children what's going on in our community so that they can apply some of the stuff that they're getting in the school into their community so that they can feel useful and don't need to do half the shit that they do. We're sitting up there, we're looking at our children as material. We're looking at our children as material, as property, as something that we need to adorn, as something to demonstrate our success. I mean, it kind of sickens me to watch some adults and how they use their children as their self-esteem tool. Whether we talking about sports or whether we talking about education or whether we talk anything, that has always bothered me. It's something sick about it. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be proud of your child, but if your self-esteem is so tied up into your child that you got to beat the hell out of them because they got a goddamn F, it's something wrong with you. See, because people really gonna flip their wig about this. I have people get mad at me because I tell parents, listen, family, your child might not be good at this, but school is supposed to be a safe place to fail. Because how else can you learn? You know how many ex-A students coming to talk to me that have jobs that they hate. I'm so sick of honor roll students who is doing shit that they don't like doing. I'm sick of college graduates coming that's doing shit, you know what I'm saying, and putting all this pressure on these babies, treating their children as material, treating their children as medals of honor. This shit sickens me. It sickens me. You know what I'm saying? People get mad at me because I don't be mad. I can't be mad at my kids because they weren't able to adapt to this shit and do what I did. So what I do is I spend time outside of school trying to find what it is that they like. Because I'm going to push them. Once they find that thing that they like, that they want to invest in, I'm pushing that shit. And sometimes it might take the 25. I don't give a shit. Excuse me, the master teacher, the teacher is on the line. Mastery makes one much better use of their time. Once you master the thing, you have no time for you in the process of it. Once you get it, right? And the process of it, right? We can look at some of our young people and their attachment to sports. They're trying to master something. They're able to put their whole body into it. They're able to use their intuition. They're able to express their emotions. Sit them in the classroom. Where my pen at? I ain't got, my kids took my pen. Sit them in the classroom. Emotions ain't allowed to show. I have to sit still so my body is not expressing. I can't really use my intuition. There's no threat of danger or nothing catching up to me at this point in time. Mastery puts the harness to energy. Family, we have an energy shortage in our community because we have not been able to harness, not only have we not been able to harness our children's energy, we have not been able to harness our energy. You know why? Because we have let the tradition of mastery fall to the wayside. Because mastery only comes when it's recognized by outsiders, by others. Others let you know, others outside of us let you know when you're a master. They let you know when you're worthy because they certify you. When we gonna take our community back? And a lot of people be talking about guns and shit, but it don't really take guns. It takes us just being bold enough to be like, yo, we don't do shit like that. Sorry, we pay taxes. We don't want our schools to do it like that. What the fuck they gonna do? Well, we gonna restrict funds. So you saying you're gonna stop educating black children because we're trying to bring the best of our black children, and because we're trying to bring the breast out the, you know, hell, I mean, come on now. Oh, we need this master teacher, not that motherfucker coming out your university. Bobo over here is a master teacher. Miss Lindsay is just somebody who, you know what I'm saying, you know, she couldn't become a nurse, so she decided to become a teacher. If you go through our schools, man, especially in the inner city, we have people who never wanted to be teachers. So they don't demonstrate mastery. So our children don't see mastery. So they don't know what it look like, and they don't know how. I'm telling you right now, when you see somebody that's a master at something, it is something contagious about that shit. You can't take your eye off it. I remember, and I remember this so vividly. I went to a Dr. Myers class at Ohio State as either a freshman or a sophomore. And she fell into her thing. And I could not take my eyes off of her. And I got mad when the time was over. I saw the same thing with Dr. Mary Ann Williams. It was certain experiences that I had in high school and even in junior high where I had teachers that demonstrated their mastery. They wasn't so caught up in the board. Not only were they able to teach me the basic math or the basic reading, but they were able to talk to me about life and show me how all of this shit go together. White and black. Family, we got an energy shortage because we have fallen short of pushing ourselves towards mastery. One of the things I noticed, like, for example, my daughter Gina. My daughter Gina will get up on my equipment if I don't turn it off, and she will imitate everything I do. I can't get Gina to do that with math. I can't get Gina to do that with reading. I can't get Gina to do that with anything else, but let me put her on this shit right here. And she got it down pat. She already walks around the house talking, basically waiting for me to die so she got her chance to jump on here and do the daily toast. Waiting for me to get sick so she could take my place. Why? Because she saw her whole life, this is what she has been exposed to me doing. And she see how I get excited in doing it. And she see the love that I have for it. And she see that the investment I have into it and the mastery that I am moving towards in it. And the joy that I get out of it in pushing these keys and communicating with you. She wants some of that. Sasha, on the other hand, sees other things. Cleve, on the other hand, is seeking other things. But family, I ain't going to hold y'all up. Like I said, Black Line is open, 614-556-4535. I will keep the lines open for a couple more minutes. I already done went long. You know what I'm saying? This section, because I messed up pushing buttons. You know what I'm saying? I ain't at the master level yet. I'm proficient. I got the proficiency belt. But if there's, I love you as well, sister. We need to talk soon. I need to do another interview with you. And also, I ain't getting no messages about your show. What's going on? All right, family. Yo, this is Brother Hatim. I want to remind you that you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle and mastery. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Anime, that was late, girl. You need to get on your job. Quick, over there eating. You had time to eat while we was out walking. This is a Heart of a Simba production. And this has been this has been Tribal Quotes. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. This time I'm out and I mean it.